decision time, accepting or rejecting the final offer. It's finally time to make a decision. Here are the learning outcomes for this video. By the end of the video, you should 1. Know who you can ask for feedback on the final offer. 2. Understand how to accept or reject the offer. And 3. Understand the importance of saving offer documentation. Let's get started. Let's start by discussing how the offer gets finalized. First, if you didn't decide to negotiate any offer terms, then the offer is obviously final. If you did decide to negotiate, then the employer either rejected your counteroffer, accepted it, or met you somewhere in the middle. For most people, there is only 1 or 2 rounds of negotiation before the offer gets finalized. Once the offer has been finalized, it's time to make your decision. But before you get back to the employer, there are at least 2 things you might want to do. First, you might want to ask others for feedback on the job and the final offer. The list of people you talk to might include parents, other family members, teachers, mentors, or coworkers. Oftentimes, these people will provide a different perspective on the offer. Second, you should discuss the impacts of accepting or rejecting the offer with anyone who depends on you. Typically, this will be your partner and maybe children. A few quick notes about making the final decision. First, outside of family concerns, the decision to accept or reject the offer is yours, and you should trust your gut. While it's important to solicit feedback from others, you shouldn't base your decision solely on what someone else thinks is best. Second, your decision might surprise you. For example, even though you deeply value work-life balance, you might end up accepting a job where you work a lot because that job will open up future job opportunities with better work-life balance. After you finish your analysis and received feedback, it's time to make your decision. The choice is binary. You will either accept the final offer or reject it. Once you've made your decision, tell the employer. It's a good idea to directly tell the hiring manager what your decision is, but also make sure that you follow any employer requirements for communicating the decision. For example, many employers use an online portal to track job offers, so you might need to log into that portal and click either accept or decline. If you accept, then make sure to receive some form of employer confirmation in writing and save this to your personal files. You might be wondering if you should take your new job offer to your current employer and ask them to match it. While this could be a good idea, you should know that doing this can sometimes backfire on you for a couple of reasons. First, rightly or wrongly, this action might upset your current employer, who could view it as a heavy-handed use of leverage. So even though you might get a raise to stay, you could end up being treated differently by the employer. Second, if you were job searching because you are unhappy with your current employer, a forced raise probably isn't going to change the thing that made you unhappy in the first place. That's the end of this foundational video, but just a reminder that this video is part of a longer playlist. The playlist is in chronological order, meaning videos at the beginning of the playlist cover things that occur at the beginning of a job search and vice versa. If you liked this video, then you should check out the other videos in the playlist. If you thought this video was confusing, then try going backwards in the playlist to learn more about job search up until this point, or even forwards in the playlist to see how things come together. Thanks.